Поговорить с Вариком в висельнике. Ну, пойдем.
I once knew a sailor like you. We lost him in a hurricane. Very sad.
Got a minute, Hawk? I know this is ancient history, but remember that Hightown house Bartrand barricaded himself in? Bartrand doesn't exactly need the place now that he's in the sanitarium. I've been trying to sell it.
I assume there's not much interest in it.
No. There's a really small number of people who want expensive, blood-covered houses in Hightown. I found a minor noble in Ravane who bought the place sight unseen. But now there's a problem. They say the place is haunted.
Anyone who knew the house's history would attribute every noise in the night to ghosts.
I may have neglected to mention the mansion's colorful past to the buyer. They've noticed some minor problems. Voices whispering in the walls, apparitions, things moving on their own. My hope is it's a relic Bartrand brought back from the deep roads. We smash it, and the haunting stops.
What happens if we do nothing?
Best case, they drag me before the Seneschal and accuse me of fraud. The worst case involves Antivan crows.
Замечательно.
Can't you do this yourself?
Hawk, I'm a businessman. Now and then, I shoot people. I don't know anything about ghosts or magic. It's entirely possible that even if I find the thing that's causing the trouble, I won't be able to stop it on my own.
I'm not an expert on hauntings, but what if smashing something does not make the problem go away?
That's where things get tricky. You come from a family with magic, Hawk. You must have experience dealing with the weird. I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out that will help.
Very well. We'll investigate the mansion. Again.
Thanks, Hawk. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Да, естественно, бросишь тебя тут прям. Ну, погнали. О, письмо пришло. Да какого хрена-то кто? Маги. Дивись. Нормально. Капец. Нарвалась так нарвалась.
Is that music? Where is that coming from?
I don't hear anything.
Чё, бред, что ли?
I like this less and less by the minute.
I guess the buyer wasn't kidding.
It's not supposed to do that, is it?
Where is that voice coming from?
What voice?
I can barely hear it. I wish I could make out the words.
I don't think I can do that.
Not likely.
Замечательно.
That's not really my thing.
Hello? Is there a ghost? Would you stop that, please?
We're getting closer. I can feel it, Hawk. Look at this. My brother's junk was left here. You wouldn't know it, but Bartrand was a sentimentalist. This came from our estate in Orzammar. When I was 7, I knocked over one of Mother's plates and broke it. My brother yelled at me for an hour. This was made by the artisans of House Saldras. The clay was from the Adrosituna River, which never sees the sun. Arr!
He was that upset over a dish.
I don't think it was a dish to Bartrand. That stupid plate was the whole city of Orzammar to him.
Замечательно, только нам-то от этого что?
What's going on here?
Ё...
There's no way the veil could be torn this badly.
This isn't being caused by some random artifact. The idol is still in the house, Hawk. It has to be.
Опа.
I can't do that.
Not likely.
А это не открывается. Ё, полный мой. У меня уже мурашки побежали.
Drast those flaming knickers.
Страшно, блин.
Varric,
Мать твою.
is that what you've been hearing?
No.
Good. Then I'm not going crazy.
Not going to happen.
Он тоже не откроет. Оп. А вот здесь уже.
Are you real? You've got to get out of here before it comes back.
Where's the idol?
What idol?
Don't waste my time with your lies. Tell me where it is.
Take it easy, Varric. She's telling us what she can.
She's hiding something, Hawk. Don't lie to me. I know it's here. You must have found it.
I swear, I don't know anything about an idol. Please. Maker, no! It's starting again!
Ой-ой.
Uh-oh.
What? Что это, блин? Господи, куда ж ты лезешь? Супер.
This tape. Terrible. What's in this night?
Keep this up! There!
I don't have much left in me.
Now you fall!
For freedom!
Он за ней, да?
My magic will destroy you!
Another ball!
I'd run if I were you! Ah! I think I need a rescue here!
Be gone! Away with
Looks like we made it. Oh. The odds I can handle this yourself.
Namalana Sami!
Let's do this. Say your...
That's enough!
Night.
Have mercy on you! I certainly won't! I'm sorry.
I'll deal with this.
I'll show you what Nathan...
I better have a lot of these.
This is my favorite part! I'm losing my focus. Let's do...
Piece of cake!
Now you know. What do you think you're doing? Ha! I'll deal with this. Away with you! My goodness. Right.
Куда ты пошел? Ого. Я выжила.
This is a piece of the idol. No, I should have known Bartrand would lie to me. Of course he'd keep a piece of the statue for himself. Think of what we could do with this.
Varric, you've been acting strangely since we arrived. I don't think you want to keep that shard.
I know you're just trying to look out for me, Hawk. But I can handle this. It's not the whole idol. It's just a sliver. I need this thing. 6 years of my life have gone into this.
And there we go again. This thing's magic seemed only more potent when broken.
The shard is my only hope of curing Bartrand. It's my only chance to set any of this right.
Listen to yourself, Varric. It's already controlling you. You have to let it go.
You're not listening, Hawk. I know I can handle this shard.
I'm worried, Varric. You're beginning to sound exactly like Bartrand.
Fine. I don't really want to argue about this anyway. Take it. It's your problem now. Maybe Enchantment Boy can dispose of the thing for you.
That was the right decision, Hawk. You've saved him great pain.
Let's go. I think I could use some air.
Печалька. Вот эту штуку хочу. Так, а здесь была дверь закрыта, она открылась. О. Так. Что такое? Пассивное есть? Здесь я все прокачала. Не, здоровьем не надо. Вот это возьмем.
Merchants' guild ledgers. Huh. Dwarves fighting over whose ancestors were the dwarfiest, whose gold is the shiniest. I never understood how he could stand it. 5 minutes with them and I need a strong drink.
You inherited the family businesses, didn't you?
I did. And I drink a lot more now than I used to. Bartran wagered everything on the expedition. Everything for the chance to escape the guild. Make enough money and the guild doesn't matter anymore. You're free. Damnation. Let's keep going.
Забавно. Мы ж тут все, по-моему, обошли. А думаю, правительницу, кстати, жалко. Вроде как все. Так, последняя капля. Мне кажется, надо клеймо убийцы начинать. Так что последняя капля, я не знаю, это не последнее или вообще задание. Потому что если это последнее, то это плохо. То, что надо пройти будет этот премиальный сначала.
A Dalish elf here? And Arana Tishan's sister.
Как-то здесь, по-моему, где-то... А, вот здесь переход.
Though the lands suffer 1000 wrongs,
А, доступные
the
задания.
maker
У меня
yet
нету.
notices the smallest of deeds.
О, мне ж домой надо. Там что-то там будет сейчас.
Good to see you again, Miss Sarah. A new letter on your desk awaits your attention. You look...
Think you can do something with this, Sandal?
Is that lyrium? I've never seen anything like that.
It's dangerous. Varric suggested Sandal might be able to dispose of it.
I think my boy can do better than that.
Ooh, enchantment.
Так он забавный. для оружия, что ли? Скорость атаки повышает, а мне некуда.
I saw something nasty in the woodshed.
О. Мона Хоук, рыцарь-командор Мередит, выражает признательность за оказанные услуги. Пожалуйста, примите сию скромную награду в знак благодарности. Искренне ваша Эльза. Окей. Послание от графа Д. Копья. Хоук, спасибо, что уговорили Эмиля поступить правильно. Может, мальчик и не понимает этого, но вы, вероятно, спасли ему жизнь. Не знаю, как вас отблагодарить, но надеюсь, что эта сумма сойдет для начала. Искренне ваш Гийом де Копи. Угу. Так, ой, тут много как. Король Алистер. Дорогая защитница, прошу встретиться со мной в крепости король Ферелден Алистер. Охренеть. Защитница Соня Хоук. В знак уважения к вашим прежним заслугам спешу предупредить, что я получал многочисленные жалобы на вашу напарницу, капитана стража Авелин. В наше тяжелое время она позволяет себе заводить любимчиков, баловать стражу и тем самым подрывать силу закона. В отсутствие наместника мне следовало бы взять обязанности капитана стражи на себя, хотя с гораздо большим удовольствием я откажусь от этой мороки. Пожалуйста, поговорите с ней о вышеупомянутых жалобах. Как защитник вы вполне можете ей разрешить проблему и спасти карьеру порядочной женщины. Рыцарь-капитан Кален? Что? Кален? Защитница Хоук, ваше недавнее выступление против рыцаря-командора поистине мужественный поступок. Можете рассчитывать на мою поддержку во всех своих начинаниях. Надеюсь на взаимность, поскольку в круге сложилась ситуация, с которой нам не справиться без вашей помощи. Приходите ко мне в казематы. Мередит велела магам сидеть по камерам, а мне запретила отлучаться дальше внутреннего двора. Надеюсь на вашу любезность и осмотрительность. Искренне ваш первый чародей Орсино. Король Алистер. Офигеть, я Алистера увижу. Офигеть. Короче, с Вариком надо разговаривать. Савелин с... подожди. Король Алистер. Хочу. Я хочу. Так, где он?
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
Three mages have fled to Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, your majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts. As should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Ни хрена ты офигела?
Well, that was awkward.
How do you do, your majesty?
I've been better. Manlier too, come to think of it.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Say, weren't you a Grey Warden once?
That's the rumor. Wait. Weren't you?
That's the rumor.
Да.
Huh. I guess we get around. I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meredith, but I'm not picky.
I'm surprised you would even know who I am.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for herself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
Ну, это да.
You were having an argument about mages.
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
Ну, это да.
A lot of your people fled to Kirkwall, you know.
I know. I wish I could have helped them. Their blight devastated the kingdom, and afterwards, well, it hasn't exactly been peaceful. They're welcome back, of course, as are you. But after so many years away, would you still consider it home?
Ferelden will always be my home.
I hope we see you back there someday. We could use someone like you, champion.
Is there to be a war, then?
I hope not.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Empress Celine is doing her best. Orlais isn't the most stable place right now.
What's happening in Orlais?
Oh, the usual. Attempted assassinations, uprising, fancy parties with stinky cheeses. Apparently, some Orlesians think it would be grand to get their lost province back.
Well, we won't let them swoop down on us, will we?
That's right. Swooping is bad.
Do you really think there's something I can do?
Sadly, it may be too late. Meredith got wind of my arrival sooner than I'd hoped. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
Protect Kirkwall from what exactly?
You ask me, the biggest threat to this city just walked out the door. But maybe that's the ex-Templar in me talking. Well, I suppose I should get back to the old ball and chain.
You know the Queen hates it when you call her that.
No, she doesn't. Just because she killed an archdemon, she doesn't scare me.
You keep telling yourself that, Your Majesty.
Это я убила. Это я убила архидемона. Так, что тут у вас? Я даже не знаю, что с ним делать. Потому что, ну, магия-то нужна. Сила воли тоже нужна. Блин, телосложение бы подкачать, ну... ну ладно. А вот эту штуку можно... Можно, но не нужно. Так, это мне не надо. Здесь у нас дробилка. Блин, Андерс уже вообще что качать там? В принципе, у него, наверное, все, что можно было такого, я уже прокачала. Давай мы возьмем.